Join me as I navigate the tricky waters of friendship and see if I can share some cautionary tales without losing my friends along the way. Friendship, it's a beautiful thing, right? It's supposed to be all about support, trust, and good times with people who've got your back. But let's be real, not all friendships are created equal. In fact, some can be downright toxic, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Toxic friendships can be sneaky, disguising themselves as healthy relationships when in reality they're slowly draining the life out of you. They can make you feel like you're walking on eggshells, constantly worried about saying or doing something wrong. And if you're not careful, they can even lead to some pretty harmful behaviors, like substance abuse or reckless decision-making. The craziest part is, we often don't even realize we're in a toxic friendship until it's too late. The emotional distress that comes with these kinds of friendships is no joke. You might feel anxious, depressed, or just plain miserable all the time. And the worst part is, you might start to believe that it's your fault, that there's something wrong with you. But the truth is, it's not you, it's the toxic dynamic of the friendship. Toxic friendships can also be super manipulative, making you feel guilty for not putting your friends' needs above your own. They might even try to control your every move, telling you what you can and can't do, who you can and can't hang out with. It's like being in a bad romantic relationship, but with a friend. In the next section, I want to share some real-life examples of toxic friendships that went horribly wrong. You might be surprised at just how common they are, and how easily we can find ourselves trapped in these kinds of relationships. Sometimes, it takes a massive blowout or a dramatic falling out for us to realize that a friendship has turned toxic. For me, it was a so-called friend who constantly belittled my accomplishments and made me feel like I wasn't good enough. I thought it was just normal, that all friendships were like that. But one day, I woke up and realized I was walking on eggshells around this person, constantly trying to prove myself. That's when I knew I had to take a step back and reevaluate the friendship. Another scenario that comes to mind is when a friend tries to peer pressure you into doing something that's not in your best interest. Maybe they're trying to get you to go out and party all night, or to do something illegal or dangerous. Whatever it is, if it doesn't feel right, it's important to listen to your instincts and take a stand. I've also seen friendships turn toxic when one person becomes overly dependent on the other. They might constantly call or text, demanding attention and affirmation, and getting upset if they don't get it. It's like they're suffocating you, and you start to feel like you're losing your own identity. In another scenario, a so-called friend might try to sabotage your relationships with others, making you feel guilty for spending time with other people. They might even try to isolate you from your other friends and family, making you completely dependent on them. One of the most powerful personal stories I've come across is about a girl who was in a toxic friendship for years. She thought she was doing everything right, but her friend would constantly criticize her, making her feel like she was never good enough. It took a huge argument and a major breakup for her to realize that she was in a toxic friendship. But what she learned from that experience was invaluable. She learned to set boundaries, prioritize her own needs, and surround herself with positive, uplifting people. So what's the takeaway from all of this? Well, it's simple, not all friendships are beneficial, and it's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to say no to a friendship that's draining your energy, making you feel bad about yourself, or holding you back. It's okay to prioritize your own needs and surround yourself with people who lift you up. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've had any experiences with toxic friendships, please share them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about relationships and how to navigate them, be sure to check out my next video.